This morning we're going to go tour a new school that River might be going to. She just got in from the lottery. She's got in a lottery and off the wait list. So we're already a little bit into the school year, but we're going to see what this school is like. It's a technology-based school, so I'll have to see how that goes. Possible new school.
What do you think of it so far? That's the bus you would take.
It looks pretty awesome. Looks like a lot, has that feel of like a Montessori program. It's a charter school, public funding, so we pay for it. And they have a lot of project-based learning, which is awesome. I think that would be really good for River. And just the way that the whole program works seems like it's very social, and just a lot has that same Montessori type feel. So I feel very lucky that we were able to get in, and that we are able to go to this school. So we'll probably be moving her over maybe as early as next week. I'm not sure how the whole process is gonna work, and then she'll take some initial testing, things like that, and they'll place her in her initial groups so that she can begin her program. So that's very exciting, and I think she's gonna like it a lot. It's a little bit further away from us, but it seems to be a really good environment, and there's a bus that runs out there, so that's cool. So yesterday I didn't film very much of a video, but then at the end of the day I took my cell phone and hooked it up to my tripod and just kind of sat there and talked about a book that I've been listening to, because most of my time has been dedicated to listening to this book, which I'm actually listening to for the second time. It's called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up, and it's all about living intentionally with your things and appreciating your things. And it's given me kind of well, to back up, the video that I recorded, basically I recorded with the YouTube app, and I had not turned my microphone on, so the entire video is without sound. It's about a 3-minute video of me talking about this book with no sound, so that was frustrating. And it was too late by the time that I had finished to re-record the whole thing, because it was time for bed. So I just let that be what it is. But to get back to the long story of it all, this book is really interesting, and it talks all about intentional living with your things. And what it's done is, it's actually, I'm surprised I haven't listened to it earlier or read it earlier, because it almost gives me a new insight into architecture. The way that you greet your home, and the way that you appreciate the materials that go into your home, and what the design of your home and how it's formed to speak to your specific life and how it provides for you is very interesting. I know it's kind of woo-woo stuff, but at the same time, appreciating the space that you have and appreciating what it's providing for you gives you a new insight into your space. And I'm not really speaking too clearly right now, but really basically what I'm trying to say is that the approaches in the book of appreciation and living intentionally is an interesting concept, and I think it's worthy of more exploration. So I am interested in taking some of these practices and incorporating them into my design and my thinking about architecture and how we live in our spaces. So that's all I wanted to talk about now. Maybe maybe there's more I'll talk about later in regards to the book, but I highly suggest you check it out. It's called The Life-Changing Magic of Tidying Up by Marie Kondo, I think, something like that. So check it out. So the MARTA parking lot that I drive in every single day, and then I park in every single day to alleviate traffic and deal with traffic in the city of Atlanta, which, from what I hear, they're promoting. Anyway, this parking lot is really tightly designed and very packed with cars, and the spaces are really, really small. So today I got there a little late and was trying to squeeze in between two cars, and I was having a hard time. So I parked kind of over the line in between two spaces, and so I guess I was considered to be taking up two spaces. So I came out to my car today and I had a $50 ticket. A $50 fine for parking in two spaces. So that kind of frustrates me. But at the same time, it doesn't bother me at all, because I know that this is how the government like generates their revenue, and so they use little tricks to kind of get us to pay money to help support their programs that they need. So I feel like maybe I alleviated some stress for myself being able to park in a space that was more appropriately sized for, of course, I chose to drive a larger vehicle. So I, in turn, have to pay a convenience fee to the city that accommodates my choice in vehicles. So that's the way I'm gonna have to justify it to myself. Good times.